Okay, folks, I'm going to show you these things. We got some organic New Zealand lamb raised without antibiotics or hormones. It's about $10. It was on sale for $7.99, which is inspired this. So, of course, I got my friend the butcher in Lake City who chopped me up. This is roughly about 1.5 pounds, and then I've got another half a pound, 2/3 of a pound left over from a burger I made last night because I was hungry. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna change the angle on my camera so you can see my cutting board and not my ugly face. So, okay, let's start off. What are we gonna do here? Okay, I use my kitchen utility scissors that I showed you before, Harbor Freight, like less than $5. Very handy. I use it to trim my Greek oregano. So we're going to drop my hamburger, my ground beef, into the bowl, the remnants of my other pack, and then my 1 pound of ground lamb. Okay, so 2-to-1, 1-to-1, some ratio like that. You know, the more lamb, the more expensive. Lamb is one of the meats that actually is the most readily assimilated in the human body. It's you know, the Lamb of God, and you know, there's definitely some meaning behind it because lamb has a very similar DNA structure as to humans. So we got that in there. Now what do we do next? Okay, so we're going to take some thyme. This is a cheapo thyme. We're going to put it in. I just like to eyeball it. Probably a teaspoon. A little bit of my Mongolian hot oil, just because it's me. Certainly optional. A little bit of paprika. And I like a lot of paprika, so we're gonna just put that in like that. Okay, we're gonna set that to the side for a minute. And we're gonna get our oregano. So let's bring that back in there. And just kind of like scissor the leaves. You know, it doesn't matter if you get a stem or two in there. I mean, if you're doing this in the wild, you're gonna have all kinds of stuff in there. But oregano is a very good antimicrobial. You know, what that is, it kills fungus, viruses, bacteria, all kinds of stuff. I remember years back when I was cooking at a rehab center in Virginia, one of the PAs, you know, program assistants, was sick, and they tried antibiotics, they tried this, they tried that. I said, well, take a little bit of organic oregano oil and put it in. She took it, she goes, yuck, that's terrible. But the next day she came in thanking me because it really worked so well. So we got some oregano in there. Can you see that? I'll put some more, trim it up. Yeah, I could do this off camera in the future, but what the heck, my time is like so squeezed. I'm literally booked till 10 p.m. tonight. And I got a doggy to take care of. So time is precious. But I get a lot done, and it makes life fulfilling to make things happen. So I love the Maquis' latest series. Man, they're powerful stuff. Keep your eyes open, folks. The world is going to get really crazy. All right, we got one little bit more. Put that in. Now, dried herbs are more condensed flavor-wise than fresh ones. It's a trade-off, but no need to worry. Now we're gonna take our garlic. And what I like to do is the old school way that I learned. I'm gonna take a couple of these nice, larger cloves, move some of this stuff off the board, and then just take my big knife and smash it. smash, smash, smash. Okay, what that allows for me to get the clove out, generally speaking, without the outer skin on it. Now we throw that away, chip off the little end there. Take the next one, remove the casing. Should look up the word for that. My brain is overloaded, but get the idea. Okay, and then this last one. Now, if you like a lot of garlic, now you don't need to use fresh, but if you like a lot of garlic, put a lot of garlic in there, man. It's good to have. Garlic is also an antimicrobial. It does wonders. So I'm gonna get one more in there. Okay, how's that sound? Let's see, let's find a nice big juicy one. Oh, there we go. Also, dogs, I learned the hard way, cannot have garlic and onions. I woke up to a very distraught German Shepherd vomiting. I looked it up and, oh, that meatloaf I made that was so delicious and he loved it was giving him issues. So, all right, so let's move out all these other things. Take this here, move out these little parts that are not good. Chop that up. Make sure no flies get in your mix. This garlic is left over from the Christmas season, so we're talking about 6 months, but it's still good. So we got that. Move this off. Take that. Bring over our plate. And put that baby in there. Put that aside. Being the garlic monster that I am, I'm gonna make another one. Okay, put that clove. Yeah, this is not as fresh. Where it's fresher, it resolves a little better. So what I'm gonna do is reach into my cabinet and put a little fake garlic in there. Alrighty, so, all right, we cheated there. So next we want to put in lemon. So we put in a zest of 1 whole lemon. Here's a way that I've learned to do it. You split your lemon in half. You take yourself a good old-fashioned fork and just turn around and get what you can. Squeeze. Squeeze again. If you see some obvious seeds in there, just pluck them out. Got 1, 2. Kind of slimy. Okay, and then we'll do the other one. Let's get that seed out right away. I'm sure there's all kinds of other ways people do it, but that's the way I do it. Okay. Put that in there. Okay. Now, if you have a zester, you can use that as well. If you don't have a zester, you can just take a cheese grater, rub it on there. Look for various sizes. Okay, so what are we missing, folks? Y'all know what I'm missing. I'm missing my salt and my pepper. Where do we have those things? I was cooking outside today. Oh, here they are. For lunch, I fried up a couple of burgers. So salt, generous salt. As you know, I'm a believer in replenishing those sodium electrolytes. And that's probably the better part of a teaspoon. Pepper. So that as well. Now we see it. Now it's the process of mixing. And we want to mix it very thoroughly. Squish it in and out your fingers. Turn it around, swirl it. Take a good, several minutes to make it happen. Because you don't want to have one place that's too much and another place that has not enough of our critical, delicious, healthy ingredients. Well, that looks good. I am going to fortify the garlic a little more salt, and a little more pepper. And why not? Touch of thyme, stitch of 9, and a ton of hot oil. Now remember, folks, when you're done handling your raw ingredients, wipe down all the tools that you have touched. Okay, now I gotta wipe off all my spices, my cutting board, my knife, all that good stuff. So smash it with your fist, get it all mixed up and around. And I'm off my glove. I'm running out of these things, so I gotta get some more. I'm gonna bring my camera up. There you go. And what we're gonna do is let this sit for about 45 minutes minimum, probably a couple of hours. And I'm gonna roll it up into little balls. And the way I do it is I put it on my grill outside, because it makes a lot of smoke. And you don't want that in your house if at all possible. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a little kafta balls, and I'm gonna take them over tonight to my girlfriend's house, where we're gonna put some tzatziki sauce on it, which I will make a little bit later, and then a little pita bread. I don't eat that much bread, so I probably will pass on the pita, but we'll take it from there. Thank you, folks, for tuning in, and we will get the survival food in later. The recommendation I have is if you can buy grass-fed beef tallow online. It's 7 pounds for about 40 bucks on eBay. Go ahead and do that, because the other process is a little more difficult. And if you got some extra cash, do it. If you don't, go to your local butcher shop and just ask them if they can give it to you. You know, they usually don't do much with it because it's not a demand product in the past 60 years or so, but it's there and it's very nutritious. We will take it from there. I did get an eye of round, which is a kind of a dry, lean cut of beef, and we're gonna slice that up and we'll show you how that goes another day. We'll be back.